Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, One More Level, back at it again with another video, and happy Thursday. We're just a few hours away from the launch of Resident Evil 3, and I'm really excited, but I won't be able to play it until tomorrow because I don't do digital games. I love physical games, mainly because I love collecting video games, displaying them, and stuff like that. And the area where I'm at, we have a Walmart, and they really suck at, getting the games on time. Anyways, today's video, it's long overdue. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I just haven't. I'm not sure why, but we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on some knowledge to maybe people who are starting a Twitch channel. So these are things that I've learned along the way. I'm by no means, I'm no professional, I'm no stream coach or anything like that. So I just want to give you the ins and outs, things that have worked for me, things that haven't worked for me. So yeah, let's go and get started. I've been streaming for maybe about a year and a half, and at first it was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. There's been times where I was unmotivated or, just because I didn't know what I was doing sometimes, and it was really discouraging and it sucked. And I wasn't getting anywhere, I wasn't growing, but that's because I had no one to hold my hand. I did everything myself, and so hopefully you don't go through that. I wouldn't want you to go through that. So again, here's just a few things that I've learned. When you first start out, you're not going to have a community. You're not going to have followers. You're not going to have anybody but yourself in your channel, and possibly even Nightbot. I mean, we all have Nightbot in there every now and then. But here's one thing. Friends and family are important. Tell your friends and family that you're starting a Twitch channel, and to give you a follow, and when you go live, just tell them to turn the stream on, put the phone aside, put the computer aside, and leave that view on for you. Or even yourself, if you have an extra phone, a tablet, or anything, make yourself an account and give yourself that one view. And why? Because what I've learned is that if you have 0 views in your channel, or anybody not viewing your channel, I should say, is nobody's really gonna stop by and say hi. But if you have at least 1 view, they're gonna, maybe, but it's worked for a lot of people that I've told to do this, and they have that 1 viewer. Another person's gonna scroll across your video and be like, oh, this person has 1 view, let's pop in and say hi. So cool. The next thing I do want to talk about is numbers are not everything. Do not worry about numbers. Don't look at your view count, any of that stuff, after you're affiliated or anything. Because there's always that 1% rule. You can have thousands of followers, hundreds, thousands, millions, but only 1% of those people following your channel are actually going to come back, to watch you again and stuff like that. Followers come and go, so don't worry about that. Just focus on your game and having fun, and while trying to grow. Another thing is, while you're streaming and you're still fairly new, be sure to narrate your game. If you have nobody there, just a few people, narrate what you're doing. Talk about anything. Talk about the games that you love. Ask questions, answer your own questions as well, even if no one's watching or if just a few people are watching. If you're playing an adventure game or anything, from the loading screen, talk about your day, anything like that, from the time it gets to point A to point B. In between that time, talk about something, anything. It really does not matter, but talk to yourself. It really helps. It honestly does. Another thing that I wish that I knew when I started streaming was using social media. I wish I knew this when I first started, because it really helps. Social media does help. I would never tweet anything. I would never post anything on Instagram or Facebook or anything. But if you start posting when you're live on Twitch, to your Twitter, it'll help. But don't spam it. Don't spam your Twitter with I'm live. No, don't do that. Post regular tweets, games that you're looking forward to coming out, talk to other people. And then of course post when you're live. And on Instagram, You know, depending what type of person you are, if you like taking pictures of food, you know, your figurines, your games, anything, use that towards your advantage. If it's gaming wise and stuff like that. Like me, I'm a huge collector. I love collecting statues, figures, replicas, video games, comic books, you know, a lot of nerdy stuff. And what I do is I'll set up little photo shoots, and you know, I'll take a picture of it, use a filter, edit the video or the picture a little bit, and then I post it on Instagram. And it helps, it really does. But another thing that I've learned also is on Twitter, hashtags. Using hashtags help out a lot on both either Twitter or Instagram. Twitter, I've heard and read, I've done a little bit of research on it, that if you use 3 or more hashtags, it's considered junk, spam, bulk, you know, stuff like that, that people don't pay attention to. But using 2 or less, that helps out with, you know, your tweet getting seen by a lot more people. And then on Instagram, whatever the picture is that you take, let's say you take a picture of a couple statues with the games that it's related to, you know, use hashtags that are related towards that picture. And of course, that you're posting onto Twitch, or not posting onto Twitch, that you're going live on Twitch and stuff like that, or where you stream. So, you know, hashtag Twitch affiliate, hashtag Twitch TV, anything like that, anything that has to do with what you're posting. And it really, really does help. Also, engage with your communities, or, well, not with your communities, but with other communities. Let's say, you know, you have a friend that's streaming and they're growing a lot bigger than you, you know, go into their channel, talk, hang out, or meet someone new. One thing I would probably recommend is don't go into a partner's or a Twitch partner's channel who has hundreds of thousands of, you know, viewers and stuff like that, followers. Don't go and try to, you know, build something there. No, they're going to be focused on the game. Their chat is flowing too quick. But, you know, hang out in their chat and stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, you could do it, but if you go into a smaller channel, you know, hang out for a couple of days, slowly let them know that you're a streamer. You know, because chances are they'll be like, oh, you're a small streamer too, you know, since you're supporting me, let me go support you, you know, stuff like that. Just don't go into their channel right away and just be like, yo, I'm a streamer, you know, what you got, you know? No, I'm taking your viewers. No, 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 do not do that. It's never fun, trust me. Same thing with follow for follow. That never works, because someone goes into your channel and, you know, they're like, hey, you know, give me a follow and I promise, you know, I'll give you a follow, yada, yada, yada. And you're like, yeah, cool, you know what, sure, why not? You click on their page, they follow you, you follow them. You're going to check out their channel one of these days, and more than likely, they're never going to check out your channel. So don't do follow for follow. I promise you, it does not work. Let's see. Another thing is, whenever you start building a smaller community, let the chat play games with you. Don't be one of those people that, oh, I only play with subs, or oh, I only play with followers. No, don't do that. Unless you're making thousands and thousands, you know, of subs and followers a day, then maybe that's when it's the right time. But while you're starting off, you know, engage with the small people that are in your channel. Play games like the Jackbox Party Pack, Call of Duty, anything cross-platform, anything that you can play online, something that, you know, is always there for different people. Another thing is, one thing that I've learned recently, and I'm a really patient person. I don't get mad that easy or at all. But don't let trolls walk all over you. People are going to come in and they're not going to like the way that you're playing. They're not going to like you, the way you look, you know, anything like that. So don't let them walk all over you. It's a pain, you know, just ban them right away, or, you know, tell them that there's other channels out there to go to theirs. So that also brings me to another thing, is your mods. Make sure your mods are people that you trust, you know. Make sure you have at least 1 to 2 mods and stuff like that, but always yourself, your 1 mod, your 2 mods, your 3 mods, 5 mods, whatever. I don't know how to count with my fingers. Is make sure y'all are all on the same page. It really helps. So, you know, if you're having a problem with mod versus mod, you know, you sort it out. In the end, this is your channel. Your mods are going to be a representation of what your channel should be. Jesus, man, I'm really messing up right now. I'm sorry. Uh, also another thing is your mods, make sure you don't mix business with friends and stuff like that. The last thing you want is a fight between you and your mod, and your mod's a really good friend, and you know you lose a friend. So there's that. Let's see where I'm looking at my notes right here. So equipment, that's something else. If you want to, if you want to make some money on Twitch, you got to spend some money. For example, I've bought a few things, like I bought a mixer, and it really helps out during streams and stuff like that. Like when I'm playing Call of Duty and people want songs, it helps the song be perfect on their end while low on my side, so I can focus on the game and stuff like that. Or maybe even an Elgato Stream Deck, stuff like that. Mics, monitors, acoustic paddings, anything like that. It's gonna help, but slowly buy it. Don't rush into buying anything. Um, it helps. All of this helps. It really does. And never did I think that I was going to be able to buy a Stream Deck, a capture card, monitors, mics, stuff like that. But it really helps out. And eventually, it'll pay for its own. Trust me. Let's see, where am I at? Cameras. Another thing that I do want to talk about is cameras. Right now, I am working on, getting this and everything. This isn't a Sony A6000, but I'm working on, upgrading my camera and stuff like that. Of course, I'm using the Logitech. Even if it's a cheap camera, have fun with your cameras. Put camera angles are a big must. Buy your main camera that you use to stream with, to record with, anything like that, and then use another camera. Put it somewhere, somewhere fun. Somewhere where it displays your collection. Somewhere where put it in front of your dog or something. So that way your dog can be on camera. For example, like this right here. This is something that I like to do. Is you can see all of this. My room of like I said, I love collecting games, figurines, comic books, and stuff like that. I'm a retro gamer, and of course you can see all of this back here. Don't mind my little blanket over my window right now. That's a work in progress. I got the blinds up, but I need curtains. Anyways, so there's that. Let's see. Um, let's say you get affiliated already and stuff like that. You're making, decent money. People are donating to your channel and stuff like that, and you get your first Twitch payout. Now, I'm not gonna go into the whole how to get a Twitch payout and stuff like that, mainly because I'm still working on that. Yes, I know you have to make the revenue for Twitch and stuff like that, but it's confusing. So there's other videos out there, amazing videos on that talk about it and stuff like that. But let's say you get your first Twitch paycheck. You're really excited, really, really excited. Here's one thing that I do recommend that you do is put a little bit aside, like, it could be 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something, anything. Put some aside, buy yourself some bits, maybe donate a little bit to someone or sub to a channel, but really use bits as well. Bits, you could use a couple cents, a couple dollars to donate to somebody else's channel. Let's say you're trying to build a bigger community, but you go into somebody else's channel. Donating bits to them helps them. You want to gain their trust. You want to be able to be comfortable enough to talk to them about you streaming and stuff like that. But also, don't use people for your own growth. No, that is something I do not recommend. It's evil. Don't do it. But yeah, spending bits or subs on other people, it helps. Anytime somebody gets their alert that somebody donated, it always makes them happy. Trust me. Or even go into a smaller channel, a channel you've never been in, someone with one view like you used to start. Donate $5, $10. Let them know that you came in and you're helping them out, because hey, you were a small streamer one time too, with 0 to 1 viewers, 2 viewers. And how did it feel when somebody donated their first $5 to you? Or not their first $5, but when you got your first $5, $10, $20, $100, it made you feel amazing, didn't it? So go into another smaller channel and, return the favor. Always, always, always return the favor. Now, another thing is that I'm still working on. I know I'm not the best at, because I do have a little girl and I'm working on her schedule, is a schedule and consistency. Try to be as consistent as possible at a certain time. Tweet out that you're going to be late, tweet out when you're going to go live, tweet out exactly like you're live now, stuff like that. But try to build a schedule, and that way people can always come back. They'll be like, oh, it's 7 p.m. Central Time, Pacific Time, my time, whatever. So and so is on. Let's go and hop on, something like that. So try to be consistent, try to build a small schedule, and people will start coming back. Giveaways, do small giveaways. I know we're not making thousands and thousands of dollars to where we can buy big stuff. I've done big stuff, I've done small stuff, I've done V-Bucks, I've bought people lunch, I've filled up people's gas tanks. Do giveaways, small giveaways. It's a good way of giving back to your community and stuff like that. But also be warned that there will be a lot of people that come in for the giveaway, and once that giveaway's gone, well, they're gone too. So there's people that come in just for the giveaway. Don't get discouraged. The people that care for you, the people that will be around, will be around. One thing that I do, another thing that I do want to talk about is, well, I used to be a manager at different places, and I would hate when people would come in looking like trash, asking for a job. No, if you're trying to make a career out of this, dress to impress. Don't wear a suit, don't wear nothing fancy, but clean up, shave, comb your hair, wear a hat, clean your area. If you don't have a green screen, make sure your room's clean and stuff like that. The last thing you want to do is, have your room messy and people are gonna think that you're messy. Don't be a slob, don't be a pig. Just pick up. It's not hard. We were all raised to do it, so do that. And I guess the last thing that I do want to talk about is end in raids. It doesn't matter if you have one person with you, 2 people, 3 people, the number will not matter. What matters is going to be that you're raiding someone else's channel and you thought of them to raid. So always enter in a raid. It could be a partner, it could be a smaller channel, anyone that you want. It helps. Trust me. The feeling that, me, whenever I raid someone and I see them smiling, they're like, oh, 1 more level is raiding with a party of so and so. They get so happy, they get excited, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right by introducing my viewers to another person, to a friend, to someone smaller. And after their stream, once they hit end stream, they're gonna go back and they're gonna look at the VOD from your stream, and they're gonna be like, what did this person say about me, yada yada yada. And chances are they could give you a follow back, or they could return the raid one day. Trust me, I've done it with, let's say, the most random raid that I got was Gary Whitta, and that was amazing, and I'm never gonna forget that. So Gary Whitta, thank you so much, I greatly appreciate that. And of course I returned the favor, and he called it out as well. It was like 2-3 days later that I went back and raided him. He's like, 1 more level was a person that we raided a few days ago. Long story short, there was a twerk on stream. It was embarrassing, first time ever. But he said that, oh, I believe he's returning the favor for us since we raided him. So thank you, I appreciate that. And that made me feel amazing, So raiding people at the end of your stream is always something. Well, let's see. I'm just blabbering on now. We're like at 18 minutes, somewhere around there. But I guess for now, that's all I want to talk about. So hopefully some of these small things that helped you, if any of these things help you, please let me know in the comments below. If there's something else that you think might help, let me know in the comments below. If you didn't like it, well, then that's fine. Like I said, these are things that helped me, some things that didn't help others. But of course, this is all just from my experience from almost, well, a year and a half streaming. I guess you could say almost 2 years streaming. And I just want to pass on what little knowledge that I know onto somebody else who's struggling, because when I started, nobody was there to help me. And of course, that's what I want to do. My entire goal on Twitch is to hit partner and to keep streaming, to bring amazing content for all of you. Same thing on YouTube. My next video I probably want to do is what I've learned on YouTube, which that's not so much because I'm still learning how to edit videos. I'm still, struggling with certain small things like looking at the camera constantly and stuff like that. So on the next video, maybe I'll make it to where things I've learned on YouTube, things that I can try to pass on to someone who's starting to do YouTube, but also at the same time, I'm nowhere near that. But I do stream almost every day. I do have a bunch of social medias that you can watch, a Discord with amazing people. So if you want to be a part of that, be sure to drop a follow, like, comment, subscribe. I'll leave everything down in the show notes below. Of course, with my social medias are all, right here. If you do that or click on the links below, it doesn't matter. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. And hopefully we get to play some Resident Evil. So I'm looking forward to that. So you guys have a great night and see you around.